Okay. Hi, welcome in. Today we are going to be working on the hips, mostly the right hip. I posted a video about that recently on my TikTok page, and there was a lot of people who have hip problems. And so, according to Biofield tuning, and the hip is a combination of the root and the sacral chakra. And the patterns, like if you feel a block in the right hip, you continually injure it, or there is a lot of tension there. We store a lot of tension in our hips. And this tension, can be moved out through movement, or good to see you too, Denise. It can be moved out through energetics. And since we are an energetic being first, using energetics, psychic healings, biofield tunings to adjust our energy patterns first and foremost will allow the body to match that frequency of ease and strength a lot easier. And so, if you guys have been following these channels for a while, you know that we store emotional patterns inside of our fascia, inside of our cells, that the body kind of like knocks on our door and is like, hey, this hip is tight. Can you pay attention to it? There's a stuck energy there. So if you notice stuck energy, tension, or injuries or illness, that's your body trying to get your attention. So welcome in. I'm going to pour myself some coffee and we will get started. Oh, good, Denise. I'm so glad to hear it. Yeah, helping with triggers. So wasn't an emotional trigger? Because, Tantra loves triggers. If you can identify what's triggering you, then it's just showing you what needs to be worked on. So if someone triggers you, it's like, hey, in order to escalate spiritually and emotionally, work through this. So glad to have everyone here. This is going to be a more traditional biofield tuning session. We can do a psychic session later, and then, oh, hi, Vicki. Good to see you. So my first question is, do I have permission to enter into your energy field? Okay, once you allow that within yourself, thank you. All right, let's get started. So first thing that we're going to do is we're going to take a few deep breaths together. We're going to step into your body, right? Because your body holds the information pattern. So let's take some deep breaths together. Just follow mine. Deep inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. One of the fastest ways to transmute energy is through the breath. Okay, let's get started. I'm going to welcome in my healing master. For those of you that have taken the course and have your own healing master, go ahead and welcome them in. Yes, this is a collective healing. Thank you. All right, now I'm going to ground us. You can follow along. If you're in a female body, create a grounding cord and pull it up over your sacral chakra. If you're in a male body, pull it up over your root chakra. Notice the color of your grounding cord today. This will let you know what you're letting go of mostly. Okay, connect it to the center of the earth. Green. Mine is orange today. Okay, and then activate your grounding cord and just let go. You can hear the tone got a lot stronger. So where do you feel your body letting go of energy patterns? I can feel mine pulling from the low back. Okay, Teresa, if you have a white grounding cord, I would encourage you to ask if there is another color underneath the white. Make sure you're still breathing. Okay, now I'm going to run energy for all of us. You can follow along. We're going to pull up some earth energy that will support us in kind of nourishing our root and our sacral chakra. So this energy from the earth for me is orange, and you're going to flow it along your feet. Let it kind of pool around your feet and feel your feet start to tingle. We're engaging our psychic senses and also our intuitive senses by feeling. Okay. Open up your feet chakras and let this energy flow up your legs, and really take some time to notice that feeling. Notice if it gets stuck anywhere in your leg channels. Yeah, we're doing a TikTok live as well right next to this. Here we go. Okay, let this energy flow into your root chakra and then down your grounding cord. So it's up your legs, down your grounding cord. You feel a chill. Good. There's a lot of energy that gets trapped in the legs because of gravity, lymphatic fluid. And when you think about the energy of the legs all the way up to the hips, these are the chakras that carry us to where we need to go. They carry us along our divine path. So clearing up that energy will allow us to find our flow a lot easier. Ooh. So a lot of you are getting an update in your throat chakra. I don't know if you felt that as well, but we've let go of that block. Okay, now we're going to pull down a cosmic energy. We're going to ask the cosmos what energy they want to send us today that will support us in this healing. Okay, we get a medium tone purple. So just allow this to circle around the head. And if your body wants to intuitively move at all while you're doing this, just let it. It knows how to move energy for you intuitively. When you feel your head start to tingle, open up your crown chakra and let this cosmic energy flow down your back channels. The back channels are where we can receive. So pay extra attention. Let this energy melt any tension in your body down the back. Some of you can probably see it psychically. Some of you are probably feeling it intuitively. Just relax. Let it go into your root and down the grounding cord. Now you have two energies flowing down your grounding cord. Okay, John Michael's going to go into your root and he's going to blend it to the most healing frequency energy for you in this moment. And he's showing me like a yellowish, orangish gold, kind of a bronzy gold. And so I want you to let this circle in your root. Let this new energy update your root chakra information patterns. Okay, let it come up into your sacral chakra and really start to circulate it. Imagine like a washer machine or like a vortex. It's cleaning and updating everything. Yes, it can help with headaches. This is coherent frequency. So anything out of alignment with coherence will start to melt away. Okay, up into your solar plex chakra. If you feel like you are freezing, you are letting go of a lot of ancient energy, a lot of ancestral, a lot of cosmic energy. So just notice. Especially in those lower three chakras, if you feel cold, it's asking you to come there a lot more often. It's like, hey, we have a lot of outdated patterns here. Help us clean it out. For those of you that have taken my introductory course, you know that running your own energy every day is the fastest way to spiritually, emotionally, and physically elevate yourself. Okay, once you feel like your solar plexus has updated, bring it up into your heart. Yes, we are clearing stuck energy for you with the coherent tuning fork. See, we've hit a spot. If you can hear that. Okay, it's gotten blocked. So we can actually hear changes with the tuning fork. And this is letting me know that we've hit a block in the heart. John Michael, what is this block in the heart about? So there's this spiritual conception of like living through the heart, and it's really beautiful, right? It's all well and good. However, most of us need to sink into our body, need to sink into and heal the lower three chakras first. If you have issues with finances, abundance, sexuality, sensuality, connecting with others, these are all signs that these lower three chakras can use some help. Let your body move. John Michael. So we're still working out some of this blockage in the heart. So this goldish bronze color is taking its time and really re-updating a lot of the patterns in the heart. You can hear the tone is stronger now. Thank you, John Michael. Okay, we've got it. Up into the throat, let this color wash through the throat chakra. Dissolving tension. This is where I keep some of my tension, so I'm just gonna keep breathing. Okay, up into your telepathic channels, your sinus cavity, and your third eye. Maybe take some time with your eyes closed and really see that color wash around, update, alchemize. This is for the collective, yes. By the way, you guys, I got a perm yesterday. You can't see it because it's already fallen out. That's how straight my hair is. Okay, so we've hit another little block here. John Michael is telling me that in the third eye, everyone who is watching or will watch is going through an update in their perception, especially with what's going on in our worlds. Bless us all. It's easy to get stuck in anger and being vindictive. However, anger is meant to inspire us forward, inspire us to what we actually want, not getting stuck thinking about all the things that we don't want. So you're here because your higher self was like, hey, you got to have this message today. You got to have this healing. Yeah, this is a little off topic, but gray hair is definitely stubborn. I used to work as an esthetician, and that was like the hardest one. But I heard also that gray hair relates to spirituality. Okay, bring it up into your crown, let it wash through. Ooh, can you hear that tone? That's beautiful. Wow. Great job, everyone. Can you feel it? Okay, I do feel there's a big release from the solar plexus. Great job. You're moving out of identifying with the three-dimensional. You're being called to move through no longer seeing what's going on as reality, but living in the fourth and fifth dimension of what you're actually vibrating to. Good. So now this is going to fountain out the top of your head. And it's going to fall down around, touching all 7 layers of your aura. Yes, 7 layers of your aura, 1 for each major chakra. So take your time and notice the first layer of your aura glowing this gold color, the second layer glowing this gold color, the third layer, the fourth, the fifth, and the sixth. John Michael is taking extra care to squeegee the front of it so that you can see what you actually want and how to get it, how to resonate with it to bring it to you. And the 7th layer. Great. Now I want you to pull some from your heart and your throat and let it come out your hand chakras, and from your third eye and your crown, fountain out the hand chakras. So you have 4 chakras feeding energy down your hands and out your palms. If you've ever used Reiki, when you channel universal life force, you can feel it coming down through your palms as well. Bliss, if you want to develop these skills, there's a free class on my website, and email me. Yeah, there's lots of classes that I have available online. Okay. So now collectively, John Michael is letting me go that all of you watching and who will watch, who will be attracted to this video, have some sort of, we'll just call it an entity out in front left. And there's nothing negative about this, right? Because we are senior. So John Michael's going to go out there and clear it up, and he's going to let us know what was in the way between you and spirit. So let's go see. This entity, which is like a thought form, it was non-conscious, so that's great. Those are always easier to remove. But it was a thought form that made it really difficult for you to receive. And so you're peeling away these old paradigms and these old energy patterns that kind of make you think you have to work really hard to get something, or that you have to stress out and think about something over and over and over again in order to get it. And that's all just like the farthest from the truth, right? Okay, great. So Michael, do we look good? Okay. All right, so now we're gonna go in and work on the right hip. And I'm feeling like a very lazy psychic today, so I'm not gonna move off my chair. Thank you, Lindsay. How are you feeling? Just notice. Can you feel buzzing? Can you feel energy moving? This is where you activate your intuition. Intuition is what's going on in my body, energy-wise. Maybe you still notice tension patterns, which is also okay, right? Great, Sophia. Okay, here we go. Again, so right hip. Think about this. Do you overthink? Do you overdo? I am like a really big, this was like me to a T. I thought I had to struggle and strive and push my way forward in order to achieve and to get. And it was why it took so long for my business to succeed. It's why, I can look back and be like, well, everything was really a struggle. It's because you're trying to like swim upstream when your spirit guides are like, hey, if you just float downstream and allow us to do it, you'll be divinely led to right next action. Okay, let's do it. Ooh, okay, already there's a really big pattern here on the outside of your right hip that's really connected to the jaw. And when things connect to the jaw, it's really about feeling unsafe. Like you feel like the universe doesn't have your back, like your parents didn't help you, your partner, you know, isn't going to pick up the slack. Like whatever the story pattern is, it's really strong. And this is on the outside of your field, so it was inherited. We have a lot of inherited patterns that get encoded in our DNA and then activated. And then we go through life when we're like, why are things not working? Because you're carrying energy patterns that aren't yours. Ooh, 222. For me, it's 1122 right now. Okay, so John Michael, what would you like to do? So John Michael is going in and pulling out picture patterns where you have felt alone, where you feel like you have done, like had to struggle. And John Michael really likes to point out that in the third dimensional, like if you're on a lower vibrational reality stack, that is true. People are part of the law of cause and effect when they are lower vibration. So you can look back into your life and be like, no, I really did have to struggle and strive. Yes, you did. However, you are all watching this because you're no longer part of cause and effect. You can drop back down to the vibration and spiritual law of cause and effect, but it's not relevant for you anymore. You're going to move past karma law and then into spiritual law. Okay, it's lightening up, and then underneath that is a white pattern. Mm-hmm. And this white pattern is a self blockage. What are they blocking, John Michael? So he's saying that guilt and shame keep you propelling forward. Like if I'm just relaxing, if I'm just getting massages all day, if I'm just like adorning my physical temple all day, looking in the mirror, falling more in love with myself and laughing with my friends and drinking wine and going to cafes, like that's the life of abundance. However, some people have this blockage of like, that's selfish. I need to they like guilt themselves into thinking they need to be taking action. Like I'm not allowed to just sit and relax. Oof, that's far from the truth. One of my favorite things to do to just instantly increase my abundance is to go get a massage. And massages, right? They're like, after tip, like $200. But every time the next day, I get more than $200 that I wouldn't have gone before. And that is why energy matters. Because if we're using our logical mind, it would say, no, don't spend money. You need to save that for X, Y, and Z. When in reality, when you set yourself up to feeling good, nourishing this sacral chakra, this root chakra, the body, then the energy of the universe says, ooh, she's having a great time. She's in abundance. She's feeling great. Money, love, opportunity. Like that's how it works. It's feel good. Yeah. And so the function of the right hip is to move you past any obstacle. Obstacles are getting a lot smaller for you. That's the thing. I was just on the phone with a friend today and I was like, you know what? My life is not getting easier. Like I'm getting easier about life. And therefore, all the things that I have historically been in my way just melt. I'm no longer concerned with how things look. I allow, ring, 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 I have a request. I want to dissolve this bill. I think it's unfair. And then 2 days later, I get this motivation to make a phone call and the person dissolves the bill for me. That was asking and then receiving through the body. right? So the right hip wants you to be able to move quickly, but you have to be in the body to listen to what's the divine right action. Does that make sense? Or can I say that in a different way? Okay, everyone seems okay with that. Great. So we're in the right hip. And again, it's pinging to the ears, right in this jaw area. So being able to listen to your body will actually make you more intuitive. So when you request something on a cosmic level, you manifest, then you go about your life, and then all of a sudden you're inspired to make the divine next right action. It's like a telephone line. And so what gets in the way? Fear, resistance, and lack. Those are the three motivators for out of alignment action. So the next time you try to do something that is, and you're doing it because you're fearful, you're in lack, or you feel separate, then you will not get the outcome that you want. Right ear is receiving information. But if you take action out of inspiration, love, enjoyment, then that completely changes the vibration of the outcome. Let's take gua sha for an example. How many of you have tried a gua sha routine trying to fix your face or fix, your cheeks or your neck, and you're like, it's not working, right? No matter how often you've done it. It's probably because the vibration you went into doing it with was one of like fear or upset. However, if you take the time to fix your emotional state first before you do something like gua sha, it will change the results instantly. Ooh. So this is the masculine hip, right? This is information patterns about how to get things done. It's also inheritances from father. However, imagine all your energy being pushed over into your right hip because you're part of hustle culture. You're refusing to take care of your body and listen to its, messages. You're just like push, 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 get. I'm always in lack, blah, blah, blah. All that energy is going over to the right hip, leaving none over on your left hip. So it becomes harder to receive because all that energy is being sucked into your right hip. So can you see how relaxing and coming central, making a single request, a single prayer, a single manifestation, and then surrendering the outcome, being like, I've already asked for it, therefore it exists, and I just have to go about my day until I receive it. That's that blend. That's that infinity symbol of water between the two hips. There we go. Can you hear that difference in the tone? Notice your breath. Are you deep breathing? Are you slow breathing? Ooh, big release, John Michael. So John Michael just said, some of you feel like you make requests of the universe, of God, of goddess, and you feel like it doesn't come. Ooh, wow, this is a big, so there's a line of tension from your left neck to your left low back straight into your pelvic floor. And so what John Michael is saying is that if you've ever felt like you've requested something of your spiritual team and then it didn't come, there are several things at play. One is you step back into the law of karma. If and then. I have to act in order to receive. Okay. And the other one is because once you make the request, you have to vibrate at that request. And so if you continually check in on it and be like, where is it? Where is it? I have to manifest it. right, which is something Gabby Bernstein says, then you cancel it out. You pull the vibration back down to that of lack and I don't have. So keeping your vibration up, spacious, light, and in receiving mode allows everything that you've asked for to start flowing in. It's still waiting around you in your vortex. John Michael, can you and will you go in and remove resistance to letting go, resistance to surrender? All in the stomach, all in the intestine. And what does this have to do? Right. Mm-hmm. So sometimes it's hard for us to digest actual food because we're having trouble digesting ideas, mostly the idea of letting go, the idea of letting God, the idea of asking your spirit team. Hi, Trip. Thanks for being here. So I want you to ask your body how it wants to move right now. So we're going to do some intuitive movement. John Michael is saying that you have a pattern of tension and that your body's going to let you know how it needs to be released. So just follow whatever your body wants to do right now. And I know that when I take clients, like I have all the Zoom calls on, I look like an absolute hilarious person because I'm like intuitively moving the energy through as I take it on for the client and ground it out. So you're going to do the same for yourself right now. You're just like, how do you want to move? Let it go. Let it go. Okay. Now let's see. Let's measure the tone. Okay, Don Michael says it looks really beautiful. Here's the thing about healing, you guys. I can give you the torch of healing, of like a lovely right hip energy, of being really in concert with your higher self, what your needs are and how to get them. But you have to keep the flame going. Yeah? What you do in between these sessions is what keeps the flame going. Are you doing daily meditations, yoga, journaling? Are you taking the intuitive courses? Like, what are you doing to maintain this flame? Okay. Feels really soft, really beautiful. So let's make sure what we're going to do is measure the frequency between the right and the left hip just to make sure that they're sharing the energy equally now. Me too. It's been really fun in the morning. I wake up slow. I journal about what I want and what I already have. Ooh, see, the tone died really fast from right hip to left hip. So even though we retuned the right hip, it's not passing the information along correctly right now. So let's do that. So pay attention in between your hips. See if you can feel it begin to share back and forth, the energy. There it goes. Oh, oh, it feels so good. More. Almost. Let's try again. John Michael, what's going on here? Is there some sort of block in between the sharing? So John, I don't know what I can say online, but this has to do with your sexual expression. So your sexual energy, your eros, is your life force. So if you ever like walk through life and you're like, life is boring and like nothing is fun and nothing turns me on and like I can't even taste this food, blah, 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 it's because your eros has been neglected. And eros, your sexual energy, gets neglected when you have those blocks in the root and the sacral chakra. So beginning to come back into the body, embodiment is really activating that Eros energy again. So I want you to say inside your head, inside your pelvic floor, I activate my Eros energy and ask it to start to tingle. Almost. Wow. I'm so glad we checked. There is like not a lot of communication here between getting your needs met, getting your pleasures met, and acting on them. John Michael, do we need to use a different one? Let's try G on the Fibonacci scale, because this is related to the sacral chakra. There we go. Can you feel your Eros start to tingle? Breathe with it. Welcome it home. Welcome it home. This is your life force energy, you guys. You want life to be more fun, more sexy, more exciting, more passionate. Swirl your Eros energy with me. There we go. Let me know, John Michael. Okay, great. All right. Now we're going to take the energy of your hips and connect them to the first and second layer of your auras, which is related to your root and your sacral layer. That way, that swirling new energy, that everyone welcome Lilith. Hi, baby. That way you can start informing the patterns that other people see. So your chakras are about all the information patterns you hold, and then whatever pattern you pass into that aura based on that chakra is what other people perceive. So sometimes you're perceiving me as a teacher. Sometimes you're perceiving me as like a silly woman. And then when I go to a bar, hopefully they perceive me as like a sexy single woman. You get what I'm saying though. So let's go into your first layer. Beautiful. Second layer. Wow. Can you hear how strong that is? So lovely. Good job, everyone. Okay. John Michael's letting me know I want to tune in a little bit to your diaphragm right now. Yeah, and it's pinned. It's pinned up against your ribs on the right side. So this might take more relaxation, but we're just going to relax your diaphragm as much as possible. Left side. What's going on with this, John Michael? So this is related to your nervous system. It's the state of freeze, not allowing your diaphragm to drop all the way into your first and second chakra, not breathing all the way down into your body. So we talk a lot about stepping into your body. If you want to heal anything in your life and outside of your life, you need to be in body. You need to be able to listen to its messages and take heed and heal and move forward from there. That's how you access all of your God energy. Okay, that sounds beautiful. Okay, now let's increase your vibration, your pull, your magnetism. Ooh, can you hear how strong this is? The 528. It's the frequency of love and DNA repair. The reason why it's love and DNA repair is because when you regulate coherence in the heart, it regulates every other function, every other chakra. Yay, so glad to be here. Thank you. Okay, now we're connecting you with your higher self, hey guys, if you ever feel like you're overthinking, it's because you're underfeeling. And if you ever feel like something that you're struggling with something, it means you need to let it go. Flat out, full stop. Just let it go. And that takes practice. That takes vibrational healings. That takes meditation, whatever. Just practice it. Okay. Okay. All right. Can I repeat that? I forgot what I said. Sometimes I channel and then I'm not even listening to myself. Sorry. Okay, so that's it for today. Thank you for being here. Yeah. So glad to be back and on. I've been really busy with these intuitive course developments. If you guys want to learn how to heal yourself and heal others, go check out the first free class. Thank you so much. And if you're ready, like full on, like I'm ready to activate my spiritual gifts, my psychic abilities, then take the course. Email me. Let's start. The community that we have right now, we also have reading clinics. So once you join, you'll be able to do reading clinics after class about 8. And then you'll exchange free healings and readings with other people that are already part of the Spirit Collective community. Denise, if you want to book a session, I'll leave my website. My website's on my page, but I think it's on this too. So if you just scroll down. Thank you so much, everyone. I'm just making sure there's no questions before I thank you. Okay. All right. Hopefully I see you guys in class. Bye.